good, y'all? What's going on, man? You know what I'm saying? It's your boy MiekWorld, man. You see I'm in my own studio spot now. You know, I'm upgraded. You know what I mean? I need new intro music and whatnot. So I'm in my spot right now. You know what I'm saying? Y'all come check me out, see what I do. You know what I mean? This new beat I've been working on, you know, Dr. Dre called me, said I gotta, you know, send him a beat real quick. So I'm figuring why not? You know what I mean? On new Kendrick album, y'all watch out for, you feel me? Which I like. You like that? Yeah, man, you know, I've been working on a few things. You know what I'm saying? You know, you see your boy, I'm up, when it's up, it's stuck.
What's up, bro?
Oh, man, what's going on? What's going on, D Ferg,
What's going on, man?
What's up, man? You know what I mean? What's up? What's going on, man?
You got the camera set up? What's going on, bro? We still doing the podcast?
Yeah, man. I thought we had an agreement. This ain't. You ain't gonna let me use this? This ain't mine,
bro. This my spot, don't Yo, come on, man. Let's go.
All right, man. D first. So let's get to the podcast. We gonna get to the podcast. All right, bet y'all. Hey, cue the intro. You feel me? Yo, what up? It's your boy MiekWorld. And you see, you know, as y'all saw before, you know what I'm saying, I was kind of interrupted in the studio session with my boy D Ferg here in his production, man. What's going on with you, brother?
What's up, man?
What's up, man?
Nice to have you, man.
Hey, this man is production extraordinaire. You know, anything under the sun production-wise, he can do. So tell people about yourself, man.
So, D Ferg, originally from Nassau, Bahamas, here in St. Louis. Focus on music production, video production, and directing. Been doing this like I said, for since 2012. So
yeah,
that's it.
That's a minute, man. What's that? Yeah, that's a while. You know what's crazy about it? Man, how long we known each other though? You know what I mean?
I was at Lindenwood back in 2009. So about 12 years ago when I started Lindenwood. I can't remember exactly when you started. But man, that was a long time ago, you know.
I scratched this. This is when we was cool. You remember you had a race? You remember the race we had? I had my money on you.
Hold on, which race you talking about now? Which race you talking about now? Because I ain't lost a lot of races now. You know what I mean? I don't know about no races.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. This was a track athlete. You know what I'm saying? I was a football player. I played football. I don't call myself a football player, but I played football. This man was track all day. So I'm like, I bet he in track team, you know what I'm saying? According to the, you know what I'm saying, the dialect you hear in the voice. I'm like, oh, easily, Usain Bolt little cousin. Let's do a race. Bet, he bet. I'm like, yeah, big money. We talk. I like bet. Now in college, you don't got a lot of money. I'm struggling with my little $20. I'm like, I bet. He like, bro, bet me. I bet. I put my $20 on you. Bam, I got $20 now. Mind you, these are $20 in the 5 to 5. It's like couple ones and I had some nickels, some quarters. You know what I'm saying? Maybe a few pennies or whatnot. But he go up to $1, so I had it. This man gets out here. They say go, and he running, and he going. As you know, you in track. You here and here. He here and here. And he hauling. I'm like, yeah. And all of a sudden, I look up. And he slowed down. But he didn't slow down. The dude just went faster. And he lost the race. And I lost my $20.
I owe this man $20 apparently.
Hey, dog, my $20 was important. That was important $20 for me. You know what I'm saying? But hey, we got it all back. It's cool, man. You know what I mean?
Man. We here now. We here now.
But I had to get off my chest, man. I've been holding that back for years. That $20 heavy on me. Oh man, sure. Let's get to it, man. So you know what I'm saying, you're production extraordinary. You know what I'm saying. You've been doing things since 2012. What actually started you on that process of doing these things, man?
Man, it honestly started like a long time ago. To be honest with you, I remember like when I was 4 years old, bro. I know this sounds crazy. When I was 4 years old,
hey man, everybody was 4 years old. Everyone's at a point in time. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
I just walked outside. It was like late at night. I don't know what I was doing. I just walked outside. I stood on the steps of the apartment building where we was living at the time, and I just looked up into the sky, and I was like, I'm gonna beat somebody. Like literally. I know that sounds so cliche and so corny, bro, but like literally that was me. And I was like, I don't know what drove me to say that at 4 years old, you know, but I just had that feeling. And it was like, I knew I had something to do. From I was younger, I always was attracted to music, like musical instruments, like, so that was something that always was like connected to me, but I never knew that it was something that I was going to pursue as like a career or like a passion. It was just something I liked to do. When I was growing up, my mom and my dad, my parents, they put me into like piano lessons because they saw that I liked piano so much. To the point where I got lost in a Walmart. One time we were traveling, I got lost in a Walmart. Like a Walmart employee found me like in the aisle, sitting down on the floor, like playing the little toy piano. And they was like, "Yo, wait!" They was like, "Where your peoples at?" So they had to call my peoples on the intercom. They was like, "We looking for your parents." And I'm like, man. But ever since then, they noticed like, all right, yeah, this dude really into music, so. They put me into like lessons and stuff. I only did it for 6 weeks. Yeah. You know, I only did 6 weeks for like classical training, nothing like extravagant or nothing like that. But that was like the beginning of like, you know, me actually getting like a feel of understanding for music and production. And but when like I said, I grew up in the Bahamas, so it was just like music producers coming out of the Bahamas, like that's just not something that was like huge, you know. That's not saying it was impossible, but it just wasn't something that was happening. And I had an uncle at the time. He was a track athlete. He was like a national athlete in the Bahamas. And one day he just came and picked me up, and he was like, "Come on, you going with me?" And he took me with him one day. I went training, and like my life just turned around. From that day forward, bro, like I was a track athlete after that. Everything else went to the trash.
I mean, for 4 years old sitting there and you playing this piano, you not knowing, I'm attached to it, you know, and then you kind of were, you know, guided a little bit just about just the environment you in, you know, everybody's running, so you're gonna do the same thing. At some point, did you ever just stop messing with the piano? Or did you continuously do that when it comes to the music side? How did that journey go? Because I know you had to come to a point where it was like, you know, I really love this music, but I also have a talent. I have a gift. I have a gift here, but you have 2 gifts.
Right.
How are you balancing out these 2 gifts?
Man, so that's a good question, because that's basically like how my life went. It was like I started doing track. I was good at that. So that was like, all right, all of the focus goes towards this now. And my mom was somebody who always wanted to learn how to play the piano, so there was always a keyboard at my house, like all the time. You know, it might have been a time where we didn't have like the cables and connected up or something. So like I would have to go out of my way, find money, buy this cable just so I could play the piano if I wanted to, you know. And so I had times where I used to play because I'd always like go back to it. I always had this connection, like this longing to play. But my actual life was like going to school, going to track practice after school, on the weekends, do track meets on the weekends, you know, and it's just like, that's just like the repeated cycle of my life, and it's like I just had to make time for stuff like that. But you know, as I progressed in my track career and moved forward, like I started to actually get good. So I myself became a national athlete, you know what I mean? I started, you know, running in races for representing the Bahamas and different countries and stuff like that. So once I started doing that, it was like, you know, everybody's perspective of me was like, all right, he's going to go to do track. He's going to go to the Olympics. He's going to do this and the next. And it was like, I wasn't opposed to that. You know, like I actually liked track. I liked the lessons and the discipline that it you know, it enriched in me. But inside of myself, I always still had like this passion for something else. You know, so it was just like,
and I'm with you because like even doing this podcast thing, I always felt myself being outwardly open to everybody. You can't remember when we was in Lindenwood. I was considered, like, to my family members, I'm quiet. But to everybody else, they like, oh, there's Miko. He just being silly and talking a lot. But that's the whole thing. So it was like, you know what, how do I do the same? Because I'm like, sports is cool. You know, I'm doing good. I'm going to achieve as much far as I go. But it has to be something. I have another purpose to do something else. Right. You know what I mean? You complete your track dreams and goals. Of course, you know, it gets to a point where every athlete gets to. You're like, yo, what am I going to do now? You already had like an inkling of what you want to do. You said it started in 2012, pretty much after school. What was the first thing you said, you know what, I'm going to go with this 100%? And once you tell that, get some advice about somebody else who finished the first task, or the first half of their life is completed. They've done all they could do, and now they're going to venture off doing something creative.
Man, that's crazy. So, like I said, everybody's projection for me was going to the Olympics, yada yada. Right before I came to Lindenwood, I had an injury. I had fractured a bone in my foot, and it cost me a scholarship at another school I was going to go to, and I was supposed to go to Tennessee, University of Tennessee or Tennessee State, one of the two. It's the one that's in Knoxville. I can't remember exactly.
And volunteers.
Yeah, you know, I was supposed to go to that school, and I was all hyped. You know, that was like, I can only imagine what my story would be like if I went to that school and did track compared to going to Lindenwood. But when I got to Lindenwood to do track, it was like I had just recovered from my injury. It was almost like everything about track was telling me not to run track anymore. I feel you. Got to that point, it was just like, in my mind, I was like, yo, I'm just doing this for the school. I'm not really doing this for myself, you know. And at the time, I wasn't on a athletic scholarship. I was on an academic scholarship, so I didn't have to do track. And when I found that out, I just stopped going to practice. I stopped going to track meets, and I was like, yo, this is an opportunity for me to like. I got a scholarship to get an education. I said it's an opportunity for me to actually, you know, tackle my goals, tackle like my dreams, and if it's right in front of me and I have an opportunity, why not, you know? So that's when I decided, like, look, I'm gonna focus on, you know, just my art side of things, you know. And at the time, I wanted to get into acting and directing, so I just went into like theater as a major, but I was still kind of lost, you know. I didn't know exactly what direction I was going or what I was doing.
So you're in the acting and you know the keyboards in your mind. You know what I'm saying? You then A, C, F, G, H. Yeah, I was in choir too. Yeah, and I was in music. I had music background myself. You know what I mean? So yeah, you hitting these chords and you're like, you know what? I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna take this step. The acting was cool. You know what I mean? I'm gonna take these steps and I'm gonna get into, you know, the music side and the production side. So that day that it happened, that leap that you took, what happened?
When I made the decision to go to theater, that was literally the leap. It was like when I did that, it just positioned me in the right place. Classes and all of those courses, it was the arts building. So because I had access to the building, because I had classes there, I would just go to my classes instead of going home after school. So I practiced playing the piano, practiced like on the keyboards there on all the software they had, and you know, once I started doing that, I was like, you know what, like, I'm just gonna go all in and do this, man. I'm gonna just go in this and start making my own music.
See here, you know, as y'all seen, you'll see, you know, the place where we at now is the culmination of all those conversations, and everything else. Could you give a gem to a kid out there or another adult out there that was given to you? You don't gotta be specific verbatim, but give them something where they helped you strive to where you at now.
I'm gonna give you all the words of the late great Rick Fournier. Man, dude said, nurture your passion, yo. Nurture yourself. Nurture your dreams. Like, do not choke them out. Don't allow them to be choked out. Don't allow your doubt to stop you from taking action. The only difference between you now or where you're at and the version of you that's successful is action. There's no lack of anything else in between there other than action. So if you don't take the action towards trying to reach where you're trying to go, you'll never get there. You'll be stuck in the same place. So take action on what it is that you really have a passion about.
Man, those words so wise. Life is about progressions. You know what I mean? And also what I like to do also, I count all my little wins. We had conversations off camera, of course. You know, the equipment, get this piece. And let's get this one. I'm happy for all my little wins. I'm never too cool sometimes my hashtag, never too cool to celebrate wins. I'm never too cool to also to give kudos to somebody who's not only doing better than me, but pursuing what I want to pursue as well. And my man, I give you your flowers while you're on here.
Amen.
Appreciate you, man. You're doing everything you need to do, bro.
Appreciate you.
I'm telling you right now, seeing the setup, everything you got here, man, it is dope. I strive to get this, and the further you go up, the further I go up, man. Because people are watching you, people are inspired by you. I want to let you know that, man.
I appreciate those words, bro, because that's the steam that we all need, you know what I mean?
So right now we're going to take a little quick break. Shoot the commercial real quick I put together for my guy here, and then we'll get back into it, to the fun part. All right, see y'all in a minute.
What's up? It's your boy D Ferg. I'm here in the studio, MiekWorld, and I'm a producer, director, videographer, and I just love to create. I'm an artist, and I've been doing this since my whole life, but really since like 2011, 2012. When I was at college, I just saw that it was an opportunity for me to really like go after the things that I wanted, and I made it that far. So I was like, yo, this is a perfect opportunity for me to go after my goals and my dreams. And I started off with the music, and from there it just elevated into just creativity, beyond just music and photography, videography, and it's been an amazing journey. I would say it's been an easy journey. Nothing that's worth having is not easy, but it was definitely worth every sweat drop, every struggle, every obstacle, because I was able to do it by the grace of God. So yeah, I just appreciate MiekWorld for giving me this opportunity to do this interview and this podcast. So stay tuned.
Hey, yo, what up? Welcome back to the show. Thank God, appreciate it. Hope y'all enjoyed that video clip I had put together. Showcase my man skills here. You know what I mean? So right now, as y'all watch my show, this is kind of the lighter portion of the show. We gave everybody, all y'all the advice. Now let's have some fun with it, all right? So just a few questions in there, just to kind of, lighten the mood up a little bit, all right? So this was a would you rather question.
Okay.
All right. I ask this everybody, all right? Would you rather eat a bowl full of used scabs, you scratch the skin in the bowl, or would you eat 3 used Band-Aid sandwiches?
Band-Aid sandwiches?
Yeah, used Band-Aids.
Ah, man, is it on bread?
It's on bread.
I'm gonna have to go with the sandwiches.
Yeah.
It depends on what the Band-Aids was on, but it's like the scabs automatically coming off of the cut.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like the scabs is dry and the Band-Aids could be wet. So I don't know, bro. It's a whole that's hard. I don't know, bro. That's hard. At least you can swallow the bread with the At least you can swallow the bread with the Band-Aid. You might just taste the bread.
Yeah. And I was eating the scab like popcorn, you feel me?
Nah,
you can't do it?
I don't know, dog. I ain't gonna act like I never ate a scab before though.
I ain't gonna lie, yeah, definitely scabs. Yeah, it is a taste. I won't tell you what it tastes like, but I do know what scabs taste like.
Yeah.
All right, next question.
Don't try
Yeah, don't try it at home. All right, next question. If you had the opportunity to curate something for anybody, any individual, who would it be and why?
It has to be an individual?
Yeah, individual.
Dang. It's kind of tough. There's a lot of people I'd like to do stuff for, if I could create something, but I only got one. So I would say I'd do something for my dad, you know what I mean? Like I like to make a tribute for my pops. Like he ain't perfect, but it's just like I just want him to know that like he really is appreciated. He is really loved, and love does exist for him. That's something that's real. And I wish I had. I don't know what I would do, but I would do all the research I need, and let's try to show him. I mean, just talk about this. Maybe you want to do it now. Yeah. But it's like, that's if I had to do it for somebody, him. I just want him to know that, I don't want him to ever feel like unappreciated or like under deserved.
Okay. What's up, man? Shout out to Pops, man.
Yeah. I love you too, Mom.
Yeah, mom dukes you there. I'm about to say, but so that's what's up, man. Now I'm that's a good question. That's a good answer. Well, last one. We gonna get up out of here, man. All right, so I looked around, and as y'all saw earlier, I play with the music and everything like that. The beat I made was cool.
Right.
It was cool. You know what I'm saying? But it was actually your beat. If you had opportunity to give a beat to any artist what would be that top artist you'll give a beat to?
Right now?
Right now.
That top artist is Roddy Ricch.
Roddy
Rich,
Roddy
Rich, bro. Roddy Rich. Like anything Roddy Rich touch is hard, bro. Like I have not heard a song from this dude that was trash. Never
miss, huh?
Never miss, bro.
Yeah.
And dude is talented, and I see he have a bright future, dog, because he's still young, and you know I believe Roddy Rich is the future.
You know, it's funny. It was on Twitter. Somebody said Roddy Rich sound like he whining all the time.
He be sounding like that, dog. But like when you listen to what he's saying, let's think about Lil Wayne, bro. You know, Lil Wayne used to be.
Hey, yo, technical difficulties, y'all, but I'm back, man. I'm gonna close it out. Man, this conversation was dope. Probably it was a lot of catching up, but there's also a lot of inspiration behind it. I mean, pretty much, you know, just to wrap up everything talked about, you know, pursuing your passion, the valuing yourself through your passion, and then not being stagnant while you're going through the process. You know what I mean? Everything. Sometimes things work how they're supposed to, but they don't work until you put forth the effort.
Yep, the action.
Yeah, get the action towards it. Man, this is a dope conversation, man. I really feel as though, you know, people can learn from this.
Yep.
I can learn from this. You know what I mean? As someone who's also, you know, starting to get into production more and more and learning and growing, you know, and having the ability to sit down and speak with someone of your stature is pretty cool. You may say you just started, man, but from where I am looking up, man, you inspire me, man.
I appreciate you even looking at it like that. You know, that helps me.
Yeah.
You know, so I think it definitely helped a lot of other people.
Yeah. Definitely, as you know, MiekWorld, man, I'm gonna sign out. You know, as I sign out with something, so you know, I always leave y'all with this, man. If you live for the acceptance, you die from the rejection. All right, y'all, MiekWorld, man. Peace. Hey, yo, so I just made the post, y'all. I'm trying to do more things out there, but I need some of y'all support. Go to my iStarVids.com. Go to my page, support me there. You know, go to my website. I got a website, it's up. I got stuff on there. Contact me on there. You know, let me know if you like the website. Let me know how the website is. I wrote some blogs on there, so check out my blog.